Hey, what's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and today we are talking with Omeed with North County Junk Removal. Omeed, thanks for coming in.
How you doing, man?
Good, good. Hey, and right off the bat, I want to thank you again for, being a sponsor of What's Up North County and being a part of what we're doing in our journey and your journey and, taking that together, man. So we appreciate you.
Yeah,
we really
no problem.
do.
We appreciate the locals.
Yeah.
It's all about the locals.
It's all about the locals.
Right.
And I love the fact that everybody has the same mindset here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For the most part, I mean, everybody's pretty much trying to, kind of stay with the local and, helping the local businesses.
Absolutely.
So what's been happening in the junk removal world, man?
Just a lot. We've been staying busy, which is nice. Usually summertime is our busy time, but wintertime now has been able to, we've just as busy through winter as we have been through summer, which is nice. So just been keeping it going. Hopefully thanks to here too,
Yeah.
So we appreciate it,
What, does it change as far as we were mentioning kind of before the show started about, leaves and, when I think of junk removal, I'm thinking hoarders. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's what I think. But you do a lot more than that, right?
We do a lot because we're a local company and we're not like the big company like 1-800-GOT-JUNK or the other companies that are local around here. We do a little bit of, I shouldn't say everything, but we're here to help our neighbors. We have a lot of elderly and a lot of infirm people that need help, so we do what I can to help them. So we cleaned up leaves one time. I helped organize a garage. I helped organize this lady had some stuff in a horse trailer and all of that, and we just went through everything, helped her out with it. And again, it's not what we normally do. I don't want to say no to our neighbors. They needed
Right.
help, and it was a quick, easy job. It's no big deal. It's nice to help.
So will the New Year's, will it change? Is there seasons as far as kind of what you start to see, in the going towards the spring, now it's more of, this kind of stuff. Does it kind of change that with your type of business?
That's a good question. Yeah, springtime comes, we start working on everything outdoors. So the outdoors starts to open up, but it seems like wintertime, everybody's focusing mostly on indoors. So we do a lot of garage clean outs, house clean outs, or just whatever's necessary. But it just seems like wintertime, everybody's indoors. Californians.
So when you say garage cleanouts, is that more like you're just going in and you're just throwing all their junk away? They're like, hey, just get rid of all this stuff. Is that?
It depends. Sometimes, like I had a job just yesterday. We went all the way down to Slow, which is a rarity, but we went down to Slow. And this lady half of her garage was full of stuff, and we just cleaned it all out, and all it was just stuff. Just trash and boxes and just so on and so forth. And she was so happy because now the other half of her garage, which she had very nicely organized stuff, it all felt clean to her, and like she was just refreshed, and it was really, really nice. So, and then we had another job where they had water damage. Now, I'm not like a remediation company, and there was no major damage, but it was just water with mud that had slid in. So we had sprayed and cleaned out the whole garage and got the mud out, swept it, cleaned it, threw a disinfectant down just for the heck of it, just to keep the mold down, And it was good. It worked out nice. It was an easy, quick little job. It wasn't permitted necessary for remediation, which is good. So we got in there and helped.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What? So is it still just you and your wife? Kind of.
I have
doing
two
this?
guys that help me out.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little bit bigger, a little bit busier.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get to the point where we have a couple of trucks, but we can get to the point where we get another trailer out there and send a guy out there by himself. That's where we're going. So
You always look at you probably do. You see Bob's Junk Removal, and and they look. They look like their stuff should actually go to the junkyard too. You know what I'm saying?
Truck.
So there's presentation, right?
Absolutely.
When you show up to you look sharp. Your equipment looks sharp. It's not all beat up, and you got your North County Junk Removal, and tape, on the doors and stuff. It just looks like there's something weird about this.
Yeah.
But you probably feel comfortable with that, with the presentation, because I'm sure, as you said, you're going into the, some of the elderly places, and, they don't know what they're getting into. When they call that phone number, or reach out to that person, they don't know what's going to show up. And, somebody shows up in a raggedy truck and they look like, they're there not to clean your stuff out. It looks like more of something else,
Yeah.
So How do you see that happening with North County junk removal?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up too, because just the other day I was in Atascadero. I was in this elderly community right there by the Home Depot, and very nice little community, beautiful, spotless, clean, everything. And I pull up in my truck and trailer, and I have a newer trailer, and I really try my best to keep it in good condition. I paint it every year and everything, just keep it really nice looking. So it still looks brand new, even though it's 4 years old. I had two ladies come up to me and says, "You have such a nice trailer. Can I get your number?" So literally with what you just said, I've gotten two clients just from having a clean trailer.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes a difference having a good presentation. You look professional.
Right.
You're not just some guy that's decided, hey, I'm going to start junk removal. And, you know, you just do it, you know, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. If you want the job done right and you want it done, you know, by a local company, here, we'll do it professionally. So.
Well, there's a reason why there's that saying, dress for success. Same goes with presentation.
Absolutely.
It's, all that stuff goes hand in hand. Fake it until you make it.
Right.
All that stuff. You just
Absolutely.
really have to envision that success and that, like if somebody rolled up on you and you want, what do you want it to look like? Do you want them all beat up and looks like their, truck should go to the junkyard too, or
Right.
you want somebody rolling up with a clean, working force, and everybody looks good and everybody's dressed sharp and ready to rock and roll.
Exactly. Even though we're there for junk removal, it's like you said, it's important that you're still dressed sharp and like you're ready for professional work, not just, ready to get filthy again or something.
Right.
So it's important.
So, Omeed, tell me about I envision like an Amazon box, like somebody they got their Amazon boxes to the packed to the gill in their one of their extra bedrooms.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen something like that?
Yeah.
Really?
I did a job, actually, it was during summertime. This gentleman, he calls me up, and it seems like he just bought a lot of really new stuff and put it in his garage and then let dust collect on it. And then he was kind of sick of it after a few years. So we hit quite the score on this one. I turned around and sold nearly 90% of everything that I got from this job. I actually gave it to him for a really good deal because I wanted his extra business later. I don't want to.
Right.
So he, I had those pizza ovens. They're like $1,000 from this one company. I forgot the name of it. I know it when I see it. Very, very popular one from Italy. $1,000 for this thing. It's just sitting there brand new, never used.
He was throwing it away?
Paid me to throw it away. Camping equipment, workout equipment. There was so much stuff and tools. I had a lot of tools. I got a new impact gun, which is nice, Milwaukee.
Oh my gosh.
Just all kinds of stuff, and his wife just wanted to get rid of it, and they were so happy because their garage was cleaned out.
It was the wife call.
Yeah.
Hey, I need you to come get all my husband's stuff because I told him I gave him 2 weeks. It's still here. Come get it.
Yeah, basically. Although he did call me, she was out there and was like, I'm so glad he's getting rid of this stuff. I'm just going to be so happy. She had plans for the garage. So,
right.
But you come across some cool stuff, though.
I
You'd be
bet.
surprised, yeah. And not just the boxes, but the actual stuff sometimes. So that's kind of cool.
Well, it sounds like it's just it sounds like you scored on a treasure as far as they want you. They want you to throw it away. You can't say no. Hey, this is brand new.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna not take it. So you're throwing it away, and
Exactly.
now you can do whatever you want with it.
Right.
Head right to your house.
Yeah.
How's your house look? Does your house look like you need a junk removal company?
Well, what do they say? Those carpenters and mechanics drive the
Yeah.
worst trucks. so-
Construction contractors?
So, I have to admit, before I started this company, my garage was pristine. I'd have a little workout area. I had a nice little couch, and now it's full. But it's in constant rotation because we sell a lot on eBay, and we sell a lot of garage sales, and I just Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and so on and so forth. And so we're always in rotation, but I'm not going to lie, my garage is quite packed.
What areas do you guys serve? Do you guys just serve the North County, or do you guys go further than that?
Technically, we do all of SLO County. So
Okay.
if you honestly, I'll even go down to Santa Maria for the right situation. But the way I have my social media set up and the mileage and all of that, I'm right in from Santa Margarita all the way up to San Miguel. And I've been so busy with just that area alone. Pushing to go to other areas just at this point isn't necessary for me. So,
What about the lake areas, like Heritage and Oak Shores and that kind of stuff?
I was there 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Out at Lake Nacimiento. And this guy had some stuff. It was a bunch of pavers he needed to get rid of, and it was a very heavy load. That was kind of hard going down the hill with my trailer half full of pavers, but we did it.
Yeah, the big hill coming out from the lakes.
Yeah, that was rough. My brakes I could smell them.
Yeah, it's, I mean, when you look at like junk removals and you look at like, the stuff that you're getting rid of, I mean, everybody thinks, oh, why do I need a junk removal person? As anybody gets into like the mess, it becomes, and then going to the dump, and going and it's a long process. It's not just like, a couple minutes here, throw them in the back of the truck and go. It's a big, long process.
It really is. You got to be able to, there's a job in itself, sometimes just loading the trailer. That could be a job in itself. And getting it in there, sometimes you have so much stuff, you got to organize it as you throw it in there. And some people, when they're looking at their pile of stuff, it's just wet and dirty and nasty, and it's just easier just to have somebody, because we include all our labor, so our labor is always included in our price, and we get rid of everything. Our labor, dump fees, everything is all included in our price. We don't, charge extra for that stuff. That's all included, so it's just easy. Here's our price, labor's included, it's gone.
I want to touch on, your like insurance and the stuff that you need to protect the homeowner. When somebody comes and does this. So you're not just a fly by night. You're not just Omeed all of a sudden just wants to start taking trash and junk. You're actually fully licensed, bonded, the whole 9 yards. Tell me about that.
Licensed, bonded, insured, everything, and the reason is because I figured, although I've never had an issue, thank goodness, cross your fingers and all that, but I've never had an issue, but I figured one day I'm going to back into a Tesla or somebody's truck or something.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And I need to be insured. And so, hopefully it won't. I'm a pretty decent driver, but you never know. Accidents happen. And to be insured, I was checking out my insurance, and there's so many options, and it was kind of funny. I don't know if you heard of Next Insurance. It's good for businesses and such. Well, I went through a lot of different companies to find it, and they were the only ones that were very reasonable. And to go from a $100,000 insurance policy to a $1 million policy, because I was sitting there thinking Teslas sometimes are more expensive than $100,000.
Oh, yeah.
Or some houses, the damage you could do could be well over $100,000.
F-250, F-350.
Exactly. They're expensive, so I'm like, you know what, $100,000 ain't going to cut it. It was only $100 more for the $1 million policy.
Oh, wow.
A year.
Wow, so now you're covered.
$100 more. Probably because I've never used it, so that's why it's still cheap. But
right.
Nonetheless, though, now I have $1 million policy, so I feel very confident. And whenever I go somewhere, it's just kind of like, if an accident happens, don't worry, you're covered.
And that's really important to a homeowner to know that you have that policy, you have that insurance. You go over there and blow it, and take your trailer, halfway through their house, you're covered.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
Or I should say, they're covered.
They're covered.
And they're not going to be now a lawsuit. That headache. So
exactly.
It's headache free with North County junk removal.
Yeah.
So
it was a big deal because insurance. I learned with insurance, if your policy isn't enough, they have the right to sue you. After that. Oh. So that's why I wanted the $1 million one.
Sure.
So they feel like they got enough
right?
to work with. You're fine. So.
Omeed, how does like the Palisade fires and all that stuff? Do you foresee like that being like a pool for like people like you that go there and clear yards and space? Or is that going to be on a different level, you think?
Well, that's remediation work.
Okay.
That falls into remediation work. Remediation work is usually fire, mold, water damage, and that has to be done by a licensed company to reduce certain specific type of removal. So that's why, like I had that garage situation. There was no mold, there was no damage, just mud there, so I was legally allowed to do that. If it was any worse, like any mold growing, I would have had to pass it over to a remediation company just for legal reasons.
Really? So is that because of their insurance, or what's explain that to me?
The state of California, or maybe it might be the state of California, it might be a national law, I'm not sure. But basically, when there's certain amount of damage on private property, it has to be done a certain way. Just kind of like asbestos removal or anything gnarly,
Like toxics and
toxic
that
stuff.
kind of stuff.
And yeah, when a house burns down, there's a lot more toxic stuff in there than we realize, and removal of that has to be done right. So I'm willing to, and I can do small stuff like a shed burns down or whatever, or just something like that. I can do small stuff, but unfortunately, the bigger stuff you have to leave to a remediation company.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
a lot of money. Get your insurance out for that.
Gotcha. So when we talk about jobs, nothing too small, nothing too large.
No.
You know, so what's your like your average run?
Our average run is mostly just standard trash on the side of the house, which is good, which is the best. But every once in a while, we got a job coming up here now, which this guy in his backyard, he's got, I want to say it's about 5 feet tall of bricks and about 3 feet tall of a mound of dirt. That's going to be hard work. That's going to be hard work. But it is what it is. You know, we're junk removal. That's what we do. We get rid of it.
So whatever
you know,
whatever they
it
want to
is,
get rid of, you're getting rid of.
we're getting rid of it. You know.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
Very cool. Well, Omeed, I'm glad you came by and get caught up. And,
Absolutely.
you know, as the weather starts, well, I don't know if it's going to rain or if it's not going to rain or if it's just going to go right into spring, you know.
I have a feeling this is going to be a drought this year. I mean, we'll get a few sprinkles here and there, but I don't know. Hopefully, I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe it might be a later winter, but
Yeah.
you know, the summers are hot,
Yeah.
you know, so you get in there and get working early, right?
Yeah.
Because our North County brings that nice scalding
Whew.
heat waves.
I get used to it though. Like this summer, man, we got used to 110 degrees every single day till September. We had 110 in September. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
We had 110 in September.
Well, that was
rough.
and that went on for a couple weeks of
Yeah,
that
it did.
heat wave.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We get used to it though, you know. I was talking to my cousin back east, and he was just like, "How do you handle that 100 or something?" You just get used to it, man. You just get used
Once
to
you
it.
you get acclimated. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out there, you know, every day out in the heat. Yeah, it's hot, but it's bearable. You know,
Exactly.
it's like anything. You know,
Yeah.
like people when they live in the cold. You know, how do you do that? Well, you know,
get
you're
used to
working
it.
in it every day. It becomes, you know, your body gets acclimated.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, Omeed, how does somebody reach you? Where do they go to find you? Are you on all the social medias, platforms, and that kind of stuff?
For the most part, we're on Nextdoor, which is our biggest platform, but we're also on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. We're with you guys, and you'll see our signs all over town. I try and leave my trailer parked in parking lots. We are on the internet, of course. We got a website, and yeah, so we're around. I've been mostly trying to build my business off word of mouth because I feel like if I can build my business off word of mouth, then I earn a good reputation rather than advertising so much. You almost feel like you have no choice to pick me. It's more like I know this guy's good, so let's pick him. So
It's kind of like like real estate agents. You know, there's a billion of them, you know, in the North County. What makes, you know, one different from the other? And it's really not, you know, do they spend money on, you know, big ads and stuff like that? You know, does that going to help? Probably not. I mean, it's like what, but now somebody recommends you, you know, again, you have that good presentation when somebody sees you at a job, you know, then that's your warm market. That's your, you know, referral base of people that want to work with you. You know?
Exactly.
And you're local,
Exactly. Yeah.
right?
Local.
You know, you've been here for a long time.
Oh,
How
yeah.
long?
19 years now.
19 years.
Yeah. I moved away for a few years, so I was here even before that, but you know, yeah, about 19 years since I moved back.
Yeah, so we don't count the moving away part. So we
Yeah.
just contribute, you know, both before and after.
Yeah,
so
I've been here since I was a kid.
So yeah, there you go. You're native to the North County, and you know you want to help those local people. And
Yeah.
now, do you do any type of military discounts or any of that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. If I find out you're military or any kind of first responders or anything like that, yeah, guarantee you're getting a discount. There's even one situation where we had, this is kind of a sad story. It ends well, but it's a really sad story. So I get a call one day. This lady, she needed help. Her husband had passed, so I show up. We're looking over her whole property. They had quite the serious property. They had been here since early 70s or something like that, she was saying. So they've got some history here. Well, her husband was a fireman. She was a nurse. They were building another unit for some family members for when they come to visit, so on and so forth. And they had a lot of contractors come in to do some work, and her husband passed. And because he was so take charge and handled everything, she just kind of was letting him deal with it all. Well, he passed. These contractors took advantage of her, basically skipped out with the money in a huge mess, unfinished work, everything. She was showing me everything. I felt so bad for her. And long story short, there was a whole lot more to it, and as far as what they did and how everything went down. It was just really sad. I don't want to give too much information. It's kind of private for her. But we basically did some loads for free. We did 7 free loads for her and didn't charge her for that.
That's awesome.
And just said, hey, you know what? You deserve this. First of all, thank you for all your service that you've done, being a first responder like that, and her husband being a fireman. She was a nurse. And to me, it's important that we're here to support one another, And honestly, just from helping her, it really helped me get my name out too. Other people know, and they're like, you know what? This is a decent person, and that's what it's about. And that's what it's about, We all got to show our true colors to everybody. When things go down, who's going to be there? Your neighbors.
Awesome.
That's it. Your neighbors.
Sir.
So,
Omeed, thank you, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. We appreciate you being a show sponsor of What's Up North County, and we look forward to our journey together, and as we move forward, and hopefully we get you some more jobs here coming up. Not so many leaves though.
Yeah.
We're not raking leaves anymore.
Yeah.
We're done with that.
Leave that to the landscapers.
All right, man. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, if you guys need a junk removal guy, hey, make sure you guys go give Omeed a call. North County Junk Removal, 805-769-6966, North County, licensed and bonded, and he also gives your military and first responder discounts. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Esquire Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, MGP Coatings, The Trailer Barn, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Airflow Filter Services, Suprema Meat Markets, and of course, Omeed, North County Junk Removal. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, it's Alex with Suprema Meat Market. We are a Mexican meat market with a taqueria. Come enjoy our high-quality cuts and meats. We offer choice and prime Harris Ranch beef, as well as chicken, seafood, and pork items. In the taqueria, all of our tacos come with handmade tortillas. We also offer specialty items like chilaquiles and chile rellenos. Come enjoy Taco Tuesday with Suprema. We offer our tacos at $1.99 each. Suprema Meat Market is located at 8950 Montecito Avenue in Atascadero.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omeed
and Deanna
at North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We are all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.